Hello everybody, it has been a tick and a half. Been busy with, well, pretty much everything. It's what I say every time we make a video, isn't it? Clan Wars, and this and that, and this and that, this and that, this and that. Everything and everything, and everything and anything. The usual, I suppose. But, I do have some decent news. Obviously, first and foremost, hey, look, a video. Secondly, I've actually got the ability to get a second caller on point, and that caller is going to be Cat-Off. Now, not many of you know who Cat-Off is, but Cat-Off is he's a gentleman in my clan. He's had a couple replays done of him already on the channel, but he's a gentleman in our clan. He's a deputy commander for Prav, and you know, we've been discussing back and forth about him doing a cast. Well, finally the day has come that he's going to be doing a cast. So we've got him set up with a game right now, which is nice, but it's World of Tanks, not War Thunder. I get the honor of bringing you guys a War Thunder video. So what we're looking at here is, everybody's obviously familiar with him, John Boy 2312, and his glorious Tiger II, the Henschel Tiger, with its beautiful 88mm cannon of death. And he's here on whatever War Thunder map this is. You couldn't ask me to name it if it costed my life. I couldn't name this. I couldn't name this map. But I know that I really, I can tell you this much, I like this map. I actually love the way it plays. I love the way the, I specifically love the side here where John Boy's at, the little pass with the open spot. I think that's really cool to have, you know, the dynamics through here of where everybody's working. So what we've got here is John Boy just wiping out tank after tank. I believe that was his first, no, that was his third kill. You know, he's knocked out IS-2s and IS-1s and so on and so forth. And, well, just showing greatly what his Tiger II can do with its little beautiful Polish eagle on there. So, I'm going to be honest, it's been a while since I've done anything War Thunder related. But I actually did just start playing the game again here recently, just while I wait for what is that game called? Armored Warfare. I've been pretty interested in playing Armored Warfare, but you know, and World of Tanks was kind of grinding down on me, so I had to take a short week and a half break from the game. And in that time, I was playing a lot of Skyrim, like absolutely tons of Skyrim, and War Thunder. And one thing I did notice while playing War Thunder religiously over the last few days is it seems that it's dang near, and there's my phone, I apologize about that, and turn that down. One thing I did notice about War Thunder is that it seems that anytime I, or John Boy for that matter, want to sit around and play our German tanks, it seems to be a loss fest. Americans and Pershings and IS-2s and all of that jazz are oddly violent. So, we have about a 14-minute game here. John Boy did state that there's going to be, you know, some good action in it. Right now, what we're looking at is we've got 3 or 4 tanks currently at the E7 position, trying to move up onto Cap, which, you know, should have been something that had been getting fought over from the beginning. I'm not going to blame the team if they got there and died just to superior enemy positions. Hey, it happens. But, you know, it's just a little frustrating to come into every match where you've got people that are not moving to the Cap locations. But, you know, like I said, it happens, you know, and I enjoy the game for its simulation physics and and all of that. Like, it's an absolute dream to drive some of these tanks. They feel like tanks, which is something that you can't really say about world tanks, you know? And obviously here I am making the comparison video between War Thunder and World of Tanks, but, you know, I'm sure that's been made and stated and put forth 1.5 million times. But, you know, there's something about War Thunder that makes it fun. Ground Forces is, yeah, I'm not going to say that it's better than World of Tanks, and I'm not even going to say that World of Tanks is better than Ground Forces, but, you know, there's something about each of these that is just so incredibly interesting. I love the way the tanks look and the way they handle, the way they move, the physics when it comes to getting shot. Specifically, you know, that Tiger II over there, it just got one-shotted by a SU-100, and that's obviously a 100mm cannon. John Boy's lining up his shot, bounces, it looks like his first shot there. Lining up a second shot. SU-100 does nothing in return fire. John Boy pulls his massive King Tigger out, lines up a shot, throws it into the gunman. Probably did a little bit of damage there. He's pushing forward. 100 is on the retreat. John Boy's aiming up, lining up a shot, throws the shot right through the superstructure of the 100. And that's death for anybody on the inside. I mean, and that's my point about War Thunder and why I sort of like War Thunder's physics a little bit more. When you're engaging another tank in War Thunder, it's not, you know, you can be in a Panzer 38T, for example, and as long as your gun has enough penetration to penetrate a slap of the armor on even the Tiger II, you can do, you know, damage to the vehicle. And in World of Tanks, everything runs off the health bar system, which is a good system, don't get me wrong. I don't know why I'm going out of my way to make the comparison, but, you know. And I like the way that in this game anything can kill everything with a single shot. What I don't like about this game, well, I don't like what they did to simulator battles, but that's a completely different subject. So, John Boy's moved up to the cap here. He's gotten a little bit engaged, dropped about 4 tanks at this point. We've got control of the cap. There's not many of us left, but what is left is mean. We've got John Boy's Tiger II. We've got the gentleman here off to our side, and the Tiger, and the I believe that's a Tiger II. I can't tell. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, gentlemen. I have not worked with the operating system, or the replay system, much often in this game. But what I can do, and this is clever, is I can tell you what we got left on the team. We've got a Tiger E, Tiger II, Tiger II-H is, of course, a GuP Wolf, a Ju-88, and another Tiger II-H. On their side, we're looking at a hellacious amount of vehicles. We're looking at the M16 mortar carriage, IS-2, IS-2, ZIS-37, IS-2, IS-2, IS-2. There's 2 people waiting to respawn. So as you can tell, John Boy and his fellow chaps are pretty outnumbered. That's a lot of machines to come up while the cap is draining. And there we go, cap has been initiated. We do have 2 tanks over there. There it is. The mortar gun carriage, M16, just ran through, and that's not a mortar gun carriage. It is a motor gun carriage, not a mortar gun carriage. John Boy puts a shot into him. Of course, it's not an HE shell, so it doesn't wipe the vehicle out in one shot. He's aiming up for a second shot here. Throws another shot through it. Gets the kill. And that's the 5th kill there. And that is going to re-secure our cap point. And we've still got the Tiger column alive here on this hill. Planes are circling overhead. Looks like we've got somebody AFK down at E9. Or just camping the corner, one or the other. Planes are circling overhead. And everything just seems to fall silent on the front line here. leaving John Boy to just oversee this path. Looks like we lost one of our vehicles, one of our Tigers. So it's just the two of them right now at the A cap zone. John Boy's obviously watching the path up. The other gentleman is sitting just on the A zone in the middle of the cap circle, making sure nobody can come up. And it's just given time for those points to drain. There we go. We just took a loss on the cap. John Boy notices that. He's cranking his heavy old Tiger II around. What do we got over there? An IS-2 Mod 1944. That's a 44 model of the IS-2, 122mm cannon. Devastatingly powerful machine. It's just sitting there. It's pretty much up to John Boy at this point. The two allied tanks that are left aren't going to be able to get to the cap. John Boy rolls his Tiger II around this corner, spots the IS-2, bounces his first shot off the front plate. There's another tank up there as well. It's just coming up the backside of those fires. That is another IS series tank. He knocks out the first IS-2, who reluctantly gave him a side. That was the 6th kill on John Boy's part. All he's got to do is kill this IS-2 and win the game. Fires his first shot, but a bounce. The 88mm gun, of course, is going to have a slightly higher rate of fire than that IS-2's 122. But up pops another IS-2 just off to the side, puts a shot right into the front end of John Boy's tank, knocking out his transmission, his aiming drive, his cannon breech, his commander, his loader, his gunner, even his vertical aiming drive. He's basically a sitting duck. There's nothing anybody can do to stop these IS-2s from absolutely just wiping out the Tiger. He gets hit again. Tanks that are on his team are still camping out at C5, C6, not moving towards the A objective like they should be, leaving him pretty much standing alone against several IS tanks. Now, I didn't really want to cover this game because it was necessarily the most impressive game or anything like that. I wanted to cover this game purely because it's just showing a pattern that I've been noticing in War Thunder. Unless if you yourself go there initially, it seems that the team is going to let you down, and that's in realistic and arcade battles, and I guess that's just the theme, and I'm not too worried about it. Like I said, it could just be that I'm unlucky or that John Boy's unlucky, and I don't want to argue or debate that, but it just seems to be a bit of a theme over the last few I've only played like 15 games, but out of John Boy's last 17, 20, 30, 40, 50 games, I don't know how often he plays, but it just seems like a little bit of a theme, which is unfortunate. Either way, though, I doubt it's going to knock either of us off of War Thunder. The tank physics are great, and it's generally a fun time. Anyway, thanks for watching. Sorry that was a bit of a slower video. As I said, we will be having another replay coming up just here shortly. So with that, this is Comrade Wolf here at the GuP Alliance YouTube channel, signing off.